Hello again. In this video, we tried to create a giant railway as fast as possible, inside of steam and steel. We must advance from the lowest level industries all the way to the glorious machine shop. I know, right? Spooky. Anyways, we must manage the supply and demand of each industry while trying to navigate the world's hilliest terrain known to man. Our tracks will be vast, but our profits vaster. Can we unlock the most advanced industries, or will we succumb to our gross incompetence? Conductors, let us begin. I can't stop.
I'm not complaining.
Bro, what the fuck is this? Like,
Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Don't make fun of me, I've been destroyed by the Dynamic Faces update. That's better. Firstly, I'm sure you're confused. Steam and steel is incredibly niche, so how does it actually work? There are many industry buildings placed around the map, each one producing their own items. The first industries just create products passively. However, the more advanced the industry, the more items they need in order to produce. This is what we call the cargo chain. A super confusing and elaborate diagram of what goes where to make what. Got all that? I'm still going. To deliver product to industries, you must build tracks, then buy rolling stock to carry that cargo, then buy a train to push that cargo along. Everything will add up really fast. Confused? Well, there's also supply and demand. The more a supply is needed, the more they'll pay you. Too much supply, and you barely make any money. And don't worry, I'll talk about steam trains soon. To build this railway, we're gonna need to do some serious corner cutting, so I called in the best corner cutters around. Logan, feature of the channel, some call him the king of cutting corners. Connor, known in some circles as Corner Cutter Connor. Tog, he's just Tog. So, how do we begin? Spawn in, look around, realize how steep the terrain is, and buy some locomotives. I know certain people are foaming at the mouth because I called them trains earlier, so from now on, this is locomotive, these are wagons. Together, train. Yes, locomotives. We've got the first default train. Yeah. Here's old mate. Nice, Gary! And Connor's loco.
3.
Sick.
No, 2.3.
Can you do decimal?
Yeah.
Oh my god! This is one awfully hot coffee pot, and this guy got hit by a shotgun. In you go. Look at this prospect, and he doesn't belong in this game. You know, I had a dream once, a dream where I had heaps of trains and I could chug everywhere, and I won this train. It's going to go miles and miles, and I'm going to chug everywhere and everywhere. This is one extremely lovely coffee pot, and it's mine. The text just keeps going on man. There's no end to it. Where I'm just like typing words at this point. 2.3 Pooh Brown. The closest industry to us was the forest camp, with a suspiciously flat pathway to it from our freight depot. And only just past it was the lumber mill. Well, using this information, the most logical step would be to... Easy. Now we just buy log, take to lumber mill, sell, log turned into lumber and beam. Very nice. Now the reason that this is important is that these two industries are very necessary for all the other industries in the game. I'm gonna try to show you how this cargo chain works so you can understand this key concept. Ignore everything happening on the left, we'll get to that soon. We can see that the logs and cordwood are on the right, meaning they're an output from the logging camp. The logs are represented with pink on this page, so we can follow it only to the lumber mill. Now let's move to the lumber mill. We can see there are 3 inputs: log, coal, and machinery. The coal and machinery are only bonus inputs. They'll only boost the performance, but are not necessary, meaning logs is the only needed input for the lumber mill. Once the input is, well, in, it produces lumber and beams, these being some of the many needed materials for these industries to produce. But we're still very early on, so our first extension will be the ranch. Though wood is important, it doesn't really give you all that money throughout the different types of cargo. This is why we have the ranch. It lets us start transporting cattle down the cargo chain, one of the best industry lines to acquire early game. Alright, I'll just put this turn here, build this track here, and oh, that's a lot of money. You see, to go through a mountain, you need a dig, and digging is expensive. We'll also need to invest more money into expensive cattle wagons, which can only be used for one type of cargo. What do you think I'd say? Obviously it's cattle.
Ball maxing. We don't need these many, bro.
Yes, you do, bro. Next move is to continue building to the ranch, and that's just about all our money. Now, we're in a bit of a predicament. We have no money. And, well, we don't have anywhere to take the cattle to yet. And as many great minds do, I had to go and ponder. What could we do? I mean, we are literally dirt broke, and we can barely make any money with our industries right now. We'd have to hope for a miracle, but that would never happen. Surely. Crap. Crap. What?
What?
Guys,
What?
look at my money. Look at my money. Look at my money.
Not fair, bro.
Peter, how are you doing this?
Peter, how are you doing that?
I don't know, Lois. I'm scared.
Well, come down.
I can't. I get help. Call somebody.
We've been blessed with a bug. Now that we've been given our daily bread, we use these newfound blessings to build a really, really long track all the way to the slaughterhouse. The next point in the cattle's journey. And the next point, to our wallet.
How about a fucking tender? I mean, freaking.
Yeah, why don't you reverse then?
Oh.
It's the Logan! He's got the cattle! He's got the cattle! Oh my god! I think we gotta go to the quarry.
Should be easy, bro.
No, look at the grade difference.
Yeah. Oh, you could.
Wow. 7 minutes into the video and he still hasn't talked about locomotives yet. I'll just do it myself. Hi. This is how steam and steel locomotives work. We have boiler pressure, the steam chest, the throttle, the reverser, the loco brake, and the whistle. It's integral that the boiler pressure is as high as it can be. This is achieved by chucking copious amounts of coal into the firebox. The throttle controls how quick steam goes from the boiler to the steam chest. The reverser dictates how much steam is let into the cylinders per chuff. The further it is from the center means more steam per chuff. It's important that the reverser and throttle are appropriately placed in order for it to be the most efficient. Too much reverser and you waste steam, and too little means you aren't getting the most efficient speed. A rule of thumb is to keep the steam chest 2 bars below the boiler pressure.
Now all of that seems complicated at first, but you learn it quite fast. The biggest nuance to this game is actually placing the track for the locomotive to go on. You see, these locomotives weigh a lot, and despite their powerful steam engines, they don't have much friction on their pure metal wheels. Let's rewind this real quick.
Should be easy, bro.
No, look at the grade difference. Grade? What's grade? Well, to vastly oversimplify it, grade is how steep a track is. The weaker your locomotive and heavier your train, the lower and lower percent grade you can go up before you start slipping. Why would grade be an issue with the quarry though? Well, if we head over to it, we can see that it's in, well, a massive pit. So, that's a negative 20 grade. The grade difference from the top to the bottom is a lot. For reference, in real life, most tracks don't go over 2%. So how can we get from here to here? You curve the track, obviously. For this quarry track, we don't expect to carry much cargo up and down it, so we built it on a 3% grade to save money and time. As you can see, a dip like this is very hard to work around while still making the track drivable. And I use that term very loosely because some of this track is still very questionable. Hey bud, I think you forgot about something. But why the quarry? Well, it produces gravel, which we don't care about. What we care about is that juicy, succulent coal. So we just put in some beams, and out comes mostly gravel. It's a quarry, but there's some coal in there. Look how many industries are powered by coal. That's a lot. We're gonna need a lot more coal. So why don't we just go to the coal mine? Well, we can do that. We put in the beams and the lumber and the rails. But we don't have much coal, you might be thinking. But you just gotta roll up your sleeves and get hauling, because there's nothing better we can do right now. This is what our progress is so far. But as you can see, there is still a long way to go. Here and here is the iron mine and the coal mine. So I'll quickly build tracks to these places efficiently and with zero distractions.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh crap. Oh.
Pretty good.
See you guys.
Oh,
Woohoo!
I'll fix this. Don't worry.
Oh.
Oh no.
No.
I have a home invader.
Oh my gosh. What do you do? Oh, great heaven. Oi.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Where am I? What were we doing again? We're so close. We can't give up now. Iron and coal. Okay, iron and coal. We finished building to those industries, meaning we're now on the home stretch. We now have all the means to build to the metal industries and finally supply that machine shop. We need to get to the ironworks. Do you know where the closest ironworks is? Because I can't find it. Here's my artistic rendition. So we had Logan and Tog over here, and they were placing a track going all the way, something like that. I was over here, and I was placing tracks over here. And we had a mystery guest called Blonde. He was somewhere down here. He was building to the aluminium works. Hope you like the artistic rendition.
Oh, broke.
You're broke? So you're asking for money, right, from me? Your train's running away, bro.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna 0.1 it. Wait, so is it? Can I do a 2% grade? Can I do 2? Yeah, 2's fine.
Do you want to find an aluminium plant to build to?
Can I do a 3 grade, bro?
Yeah.
You ready?
Go! Do it!
Wow,
I completely
you can. How did I do? You can. Okay, you ready?
Go! Do it!
Wow,
I completely
We built to the bauxite mine, the ironworks, and spent all our money again and had to do some quick cargo trips. Hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy. Move out the way!
What do I do? What do I do?
Move! Make way for the old mate! Oh crap. Make way! Oh, I can't get up.
I've barely derailed.
I can't get up. And then build to the aluminium works. What grade was that? -2.1.
Okay, I got 2.
Aluminum plant unlocked. All of this couldn't have been done without our good friend Blonde, who joined us later on this adventure. Long-time feature of the channel. Last time he was here was 2 years ago. Now we actually had tracks to these industries, but we needed the ingots. And for ingots, we needed to give an input to the industries. Back to the cargo.
Who built this? It's gone bad.
It was in a rush, okay? It was in a rush. Right here.
Oh my gosh. It's now prepared.
Where are you, Blonde? Where are you, Blonde? Oh! Oh! My track's gone. Oh. You know what, actually, I'm just gonna leave that for the next person.
Really?
It's so
Which one?
inconspicuous. I just fell for my own joke.
What do you mean?
The track that I intentionally made short.
Oh, you clown.
Okay, finally, after minimum 6 hours of pure gameplay, condensed down into under 20 minutes of footage, we've created ingots. We just need to make one more track. Wow, you've outdone yourself, mate.
Oh, thank you.
Look at this beautiful track here. The final track to make the machinery.
On break, on break, on break, on break.
Ooh, break.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, God. That one sucks.
We've made it. The machine shop. And though it was emitting some weird stuff from it, it felt good. And so we put in the ingots, and we waited. The final step in the cargo chain. Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah.
What the heck?
Wonder
This
what
whole
it
time
does.
has just been to get this thing. This whole video. This whole video. Right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video. I really hope you like this video. It is a complete copy of Martin Cito Pants, especially the intro. If you like this style of content, go check out his channel. I'm putting it in the description. He has some very, very fun videos to watch. Okay, this is the for realsies end of the video. I've put in an absurd amount of time into this video. This whole time we've had a Discord server. I've just been sprinkling it in the descriptions occasionally. We're opening the floodgates. Just join, hop in. I usually do polls with video titles and thumbnails, other random stuff. And I have many things planned for the future. If you want this video to get more views, please like the video, put some comments in the comments. Steam and Steel is a very, very fun game, and it does cost 300 Robux, and I'm putting it in the description because it is very fun. And I think it's one of the few games that is actually worth the Robux price. By the time this video is out, we're probably at 5k subs, but if we get to 10k, we're no longer niche, so goal is to no longer be niche. If you're still watching this, then bye!